Hey, it's Aaron the Ho, and today we are going to tell you how awesome the Pad and Quill little pocketbook for the iPhone 5 and the 5S really is. This is a wallet case, and out of the dozen wallet cases that we've come across, we've given this our highest score, which is 4.2 A's out of 5.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobile reviews, A.ca.
Pad and Quill uses top-notch materials in this case. It's actual real leather. And this wood cradle is actually made from Baltic Birch. With the high quality materials, we notice it's much easier to get your cards in and out of this case. So if you are wondering if you should get a wallet case or not, I'm going to step through the detailed review and then I'm going to give you a few things to think about to maybe help you make that decision. For this review, we're going to break it down into 3 categories, which is design, protection, and functionality. We've got timestamps for each one of these sections in the description section below, as well there's going to be annotations on the screen to help you navigate to the section that you actually want to go to, or watch the whole thing. Now, when this case is fully loaded, it will almost triple the thickness of your iPhone. This entire bumper setup with the wood cradle, it adds about a 3/8 of an inch around your entire iPhone. So when it's fully loaded, it's not exactly the most suit-friendly wallet case, as you can tell. Now, as we mentioned earlier, the build quality for this case is awesome. Pad and Quill uses some really great materials. One of the things that we noticed was that the stitching is like equidistant around the entire case, which some of the cheaper cases that we've seen, it kind of does this, but Pad and Quill cases, the stitching is just, it's really, really nice. The wood cradle is pretty awesome as well. It's made out of Baltic Birch, according to their website, and I haven't gotten any splinters from it, so they've done a good job in rounding out the corners. And the neatest thing is that the iPhone just sits right into it. You have to install these things called Z bumpers. It's a piece of wood that's been crafted to fit your iPhone, and it fits it so well, which makes this case so awesome. With the higher quality materials, this case actually ages well. Leather, the more you use it, the better it gets. And the outside of the case has been embossed. It kind of looks like the spine of a book on the spine of the case, and there's a couple of embossing bits on the corners of the entire case, so it gives it a bit of style. Now, in terms of customization, there's a lot of options you can customize. There's 2 exterior colors, and on the inside there's about 7 different interior colors that you can choose from. And to add on top of that is that you can actually personalize your entire case with 3 characters. So you can't print your full name unless your full name's only 3 characters long, but the Pad and Quill little pocketbook allows you to really personalize this wallet case, so you can feel fancy and feel uniquely fancy. The little pocketbook does offer quite a lot of protection, despite the fact that it's a wallet case that's made out of leather and wood. The elastic keeps the entire case together, so if you were to drop, there is almost no chance that your case is going to fly apart and then land screen first on the ground. The wooden cradle that the iPhone sits in provides another level of protection against, everyday accidental drops. Now, in terms of getting to your iPhone inside the case, get into all the hardware functions, so the power button, your camera, as well as your volume buttons and the ports at the bottom. It's easy. There's nothing that covers the front of the iPhone. It just kind of sits in this cradle, so you can easily access all your swipe menus and notification centers. Now, the only thing that this phone won't allow you to do is read your text messages or see who's calling, unless you open up the case, because there's a cover for it. In terms of the actual wallet functionality, so getting to, the slots where your cards and your cash are, we didn't have to go through like a break-in period with some other of the wallet cases that we've tested. And we believe that's most likely because of the build quality of this case. It's really nice. When we look at the ease of installation, we look at how easy it is to install and remove your iPhone. Now, from our opinion, at Mobile Reviews, we don't believe that you have one case all the time. You have a couple of different cases for a couple of different scenarios. So if you're in an office where you have to wear a suit like this, then this is a very reasonable case to use. But then if you're going out hiking, you don't want to be carrying this around. You want to put it into a rugged case. Now, the iPhone does sit inside this wood cradle, and these little black things, these are called Z bumpers or Z bumpers, depending on what part of the world you're from. And we had to add an extra one to ensure that the iPhone sat snugly inside this wooden cradle. To take it out, we did notice that you kind of have to push, like either push through the camera port or get your finger underneath the power button and kind of pull out. And it's not a hassle, but it takes a bit of effort to pull it out. In terms of card capacity, you can definitely put at least several bills and 3 cards. Now, I think we were able to put 4 to 5 cards and a couple of bills. And it's nice because you've got this elastic, which if you overload the wallet, will keep it all together. Now, we've given this case a score of 4.2 A's out of 5, and it is one of the highest rated cases for almost all of the cases that we've rated. It's a clear winner in each one of the categories. So if you are thinking about getting a wallet case, here's a few things you need to think about. Do you want to have to constantly deal with an elastic and a flap? A lot of the wallet cases that we've reviewed you know, it closes like a book. It opens up like a wallet. And so if you constantly check in your, you know, your Facebook or whatever you do on your iPhone, this might become a hassle over time. The second thing to think about is, do you want to be constantly exposing your driver's license and your cards? You know, the more you expose it, the higher chance that you might actually lose it. And it just kind of looks funny when you're talking on the phone and you've got all your personal information hanging out the side of your case. Now, the last thing to think about when getting a wallet case is that there's a lot of options to customize your case, so you can make it really unique and make it your own. So if you're really concerned about, you know, being different, a wallet case might be the way to go, because especially with this one, there's like, I don't know, 8 different color combinations, and you can personalize it, so you can really make this case your own, which is quite different than, you know, your rugged cases, which are kind of run-of-the-mill. It's the same thing all the time. Now, if this review was helpful and you want this little pocketbook by Pat and Quill, do go to Pat and Quill's website through our website. We don't get paid by them to do any of these reviews, so every little bit of credit that we get helps us a little bit so that we can keep doing these reviews. If you have any questions about this case, leave them in the comments section below. I'd love to know what you guys think about, you know, these wallet cases. You can find us on Twitter and Google Plus as well. I do recommend that you check out the annotations. We've done reviews for the 12 South Book as well as another Pat and Quill case called the Fina. I'm Aaron the Hoe, and I definitely feel fancy when I use my Pat and Quill little pocketbook. Thank you for watching.